Good morning. So, it's day 2 of being unemployed. I can't remember the singer's name. It's a Indian band, I believe. But the majority of the words are, I'm free to be who I want to be. I'm free to follow my own journey. And I listen to that every day. There are people taking the dogs for a walk in the woods. I'm in a path in the middle of a really steep slope, so I doubt anyone will come up here. I hope no one will come up here. So yeah, day 2 of being unemployed. I decided that I would leave the company. So I'm now unemployed. I've started a NLP practitioner's course, which is really, really interesting. So give it a week, I should be certified to coach and help people using NLP. It's a frightening thought, isn't it? So things are really looking good. I'm still considering getting my van. I need to get rid of my car. My car is too expensive. The insurance and the loan on it is just way too expensive. And at the moment, without a job and any form of income, it's too much of a debt to take on. So if anyone wants a car, a Mazda CX-5 with all the fun bits, sat nav, aircon, heated seats. There's a lot of people in this wood. Someone on a push bike now. There you go, all the way down there. See them? So, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about us. We've all got doubts about what we're going to do. And we all start things and not finish them. And the reason we don't finish them is we don't commit to them. Now, commitment's a funny thing. It doesn't mean you have to finish it today, or in that matter tomorrow, or this week, or next week. Commitment means you're going to finish it. And a lot of people fail in what they're doing because they're not committed. Because they think commitment means they have to follow through and finish it as soon as they can. And after having things come up and issues come up, which are stopping them doing what they've committed to do, even if it's for a day or a week, then they feel that they've failed, so they don't fulfill their commitment, they don't continue, they don't finish what they're doing. So commitment means purely that you're committed to finish. And once you've concluded that it could be any time when you finish, depending what it is. You know, if there is a deadline, then yeah, you've got to finish it within that deadline. But if you're committed to painting the wall, yeah, you're committed. You'll do it. Have faith that you'll do it. Know that you'll do it. It's not a matter of believing. A belief can change any minute. If you know it's going to happen, then that changes your whole attitude to it. And it will happen. It will end. It will complete. It's interesting. Knowing and believing. Because belief is just a thought. If you think something, if you think it enough, you believe it. If you believe it enough, you'll fight to the death that that belief is true, is real. Doesn't matter if it is or not, it's what you perceive to be true. It's what you perceive to be real. Some people are open to outside influences. So if they have a belief in certain attitude, certain stance, but they're open to suggestion, then it's possible you can say change their perceptive. It's possible that you can get them to look at it in a different way. It's not your job to prove or disprove it. But if you can change their perception, if you can get them to look at it another way, if you can get them to research and get evidence that their belief is true or false, then you've done a really good job. You've done what you've set out to do. But there are some people who their belief is so strong they're not open to changing their mind. So that's really interesting, because the whole spirituality thing, you have to have an open mind. You have to have an idea that whatever you think is real isn't. I mean, I look at a colour, and that colour could be, as you can see down there, could be violet, could be mauve. Just because I see it as that colour doesn't mean you do. If I say the word happy, happy means one thing to me, or a certain way of feeling, but that could mean something completely different to you. If we go to a room and we look at a painting, I will see that painting differently to how you see it. So, am I right in saying they're violet, they're purple? Are you right in saying what colour you see? Well, yeah, we both are. We see it as we see it. We see what we perceive to be true at that time. Just because you think someone is wrong, someone's seeing something incorrectly, doesn't mean that it is wrong, because they may have seen something you didn't, and that what they've seen may have caused a belief, whereas you've seen something different and you perceive it not to be true. We're all unique. We've all got our own way of seeing things. We can suggest other ways of looking at things, but then it's up to that person to look at whatever you're looking at differently. You can't demand they look at it differently. You can't demand they react differently. You can't tell them how to react. what they should think, how they should feel. You can say how you felt, how it made you feel, how it made you think, and occasionally you will think the same thing. You will think along the same lines. You'll be synchronized with each other. And if you find someone who you can do that with, if you can find someone who you're in alignment with, if you can find someone who looks at the world the same way you do, then you find someone really special. You can't dictate how someone reacts to what you do. Like fall down the slope. It's quite a steep slope actually. You can't tell someone how to feel. You can't tell them what they have to do, how they have to do it. You have, I guess this is what boundaries are. You have an idea of how life should be. You have an idea of how people should act, how people should respond, how people should be. And if they don't act in that way, if they don't respond, if they don't feel the same way as you, it's okay. Either you accept that or you move on. If you can't accept it, then you will always clash. There will always be something, you'll always be trying to do something to meet their understanding, to meet their approval. Just be you. Be who you want to be. You're free to walk your own journey. No one else's. If they want to come along with you, fantastic. If they're on your wavelength, brilliant. If they think like you do, you found that person. It's lovely and warm out here in the sun. Changing the subject. Right, well, I come up to 15 minutes or so. I'm going to edit this down a little bit. Take some swearing out where I nearly fell down the slope. Take some other stuff out which I can't put in. There's always going to be that sort of thing, isn't there? So, hope you're having a great day on lockdown. And yeah, I will. Oh, look at my hair. Need a haircut. Lockdown hair. I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Be safe.